Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Look who's here. Oh my
Laurie?
gosh.
Hi,
Hey,
Laurie.
how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank
That's
you.
good. That's good. I'm just moving my studio here a little bit. So,
Sure.
how are things?
Well, we're doing great. We have Fraser with us this morning. We'll be bringing him on shortly, your guest. And thank you for inviting him to be on the show.
You're gonna love him. He's a great guy. He's I won't say how old he is, but he has a little bit of experience behind him, you could say. But his voice, his videos are actually number one on our platform when it comes to all musicians. Like
Wow.
crazy, yeah. Like we have. I think I was just doing some analytics this morning. I love to do it in the morning. So we had I think our top 10 videos, and I think he's got 5 of them.
Oh, super. Super.
Yeah. So I won't give too much information away, but he's an East Coaster. He's a Navy guy. Really nice guy with a lot of great stories to tell. So I'll let him share them with you. I just wanted to come on and give you guys a little bit updates. I've been talking with the NFL. So we just put in our media accreditation. So we're planning on sending you and the Today Show down to the game. So you and an assistant will be going down there, interacting with your home TV and Dave Stevens as we have a nice spot on Media Row. More details will come, but it's kind of all roping in together with our music tour, our employment programs for veterans and persons with disabilities, the Evictus games, some entertainment value, the Super Bowl, your home TV. Just talked about booking Kathy Ireland on our channel for our Sirius XM for a radio interview. We're going to be interviewing Scott Moore, who is the CEO of the Evictus game. So it's all coming together: entertainment, education, media, veterans, opportunities, jobs. So yeah, we're very excited. How was your show yesterday with the 2 vets?
Oh, we had a great show. Mark Gerard and Jill Younghusband, and they chose to talk about military culture.
Oh,
So the culture of being in the military, and they have their own language and they have their own systems, and we all know that, but it was really fun to learn the details around all that.
that's great. Yeah, I wish I could have hung in there a little bit longer. I had a busy day yesterday. So what I'm going to do next week, I've actually been talking to, well, you saw the emails flying this morning. So I think I'm going to bring Jill and Fraser and one other veteran on, and I'm going to keep Mark on because I want to bring on 3 veterans who are also 3 musicians.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So we can, sort of the vibe of music and how music
Yeah.
has helped. And I don't want to leave Mark out because he's not a musician. So he's going to, so it's like, well, so I'll double back and get Mark on a week later or one of our other shows. But I think it's going to be a really good dynamic. I'm really excited to talk to Jill, even though like I've known Jill through you since we started back in May or even before that. I haven't really talked to her at all, really, like one-on-one. So I'm kind of excited to hear her
Mhm.
own experience when it comes to the military and of course music. So
Yes.
that'll
Well,
be exciting.
she has always been a singer, and she
Just
has,
promoting.
yes, and she kind of stepped aside from that when she got out of the military, but she then had an opportunity to go to MacEwan here in Alberta, which is a school of music, and she studied for 2 years. And she's produced a CD, and she does a lot of beautiful songs around veterans and
Really?
military stuff. So yeah, she sings anything and everything. But yeah, she's very talented.
But she's a serious musician.
Yes, she is. Yes.
Wow. And I would assume she's probably done this for her whole life, off and on.
Well, not it. Yes, she's always used song to express herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it kind of got lost, and then she is sort of getting back at it, and having her on the show has really supported her confidence to get back into her craft.
Now she's an Alberta girl, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
how long have you guys known each other?
Well, it was not very long, and she was. I'll tell you who. Stefan is the person who gave me her name.
Oh, was it Stefan? What a connector.
Veteran in Edmonton that I think you'd really enjoy meeting. And so he hooked us up. Yes.
Wow. And like, do you guys live close in proximity or not really?
Yeah, about an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half, eh? That's really cool how through Stefan, you meet other
Yeah.
people, because I met Stefan through Vince. Do you know Vince?
I've not met Vince personally, but he has supported the show.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, because I see him all the time. He's always commenting. So,
Yeah.
do you know when's your guest supposed to be coming on? I don't want to keep you.
Well, he's right here, so he's
Oh,
ready
okay.
to come
So
anytime.
why don't you bring him on? I'll say a quick hi, then you can boot
Yeah.
me off. How's that?
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're pleased to introduce you to Fraser Newcombe.
Oh, he'll be coming.
Yeah.
Hopefully, his connection will start. Oh,
there we go.
You see him? There. Oh, not yet.
There he is.
You might have to hit his camera button.
Yeah. Well, he's
there
on
you go.
He's on my screen. There we go. Good morning. Good morning, Fraser.
Good morning, all. How are you this morning?
We're all good. Jay's here to say hello.
Good morning.
Yeah. Hi, Fraser. So I just want to let you guys know, because he's on the East Coast,
I see him on the other side.
A little bit of a delay, Laurie. So it might be a little tricky.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to stop in and say hi, Fraser. Good morning to you, sir, out on the East Coast. Thank you for your service.
Same to you, Jay.
Fraser,
thank you for what you're doing.
I told Fraser, I told Fraser he looked like he was from Alberta.
Yeah, he's a cowboy. So I'm going to let you guys go. Because I know you want to get the little connections a little wonky right now. So I'm going to exit. You guys have a great show. I'm going to be promoting the show, though. Okay, so make sure everybody goes to Laurie Davis's page and have some nice comments for her guest, Fraser Newcombe. Fraser, we'll talk soon. I'll see you next Wednesday. Check your emails. Bye, guys. Have a good day.
Bye, Jay.
Yeah.
Well, here we are.
Okay.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Laurie Davis, and you're watching the Today Show here on the Disability Channel. And I'm really excited and honored to have Fraser with us this morning, Fraser Newcombe, because he is from my neck of the woods in Nova Scotia. And we know some of the same people. How crazy is that? Is that a good thing? So, good morning, Fraser. And let's get started. Yeah. Are you okay? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I'm fine. I can hear you playing. Yeah, you're doing. Yeah, you're doing well. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. You too. So, first of all, let's start off with a little bit of history. And you started out your young life in the Navy, so you're a veteran. And we love talking to veterans. And why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Well, I joined the Navy in 1959, and I got out in 1964. I had quite a career in the 5 years I was in. I'm sorry now I got out, to be honest with you. But I thought the grass was greener on the other side, but it wasn't. But it wasn't bad. But I sailed all over the world. I've been in every port and every place that's been. I've been in Bermuda, I've been in Jamaica, I've been in Scotland, Ireland, and Jamaica. I said that already. Iceland, Greenland, all over. So I visited very many places, and we had some ups and downs, of course, which is normal, life's normal activities, I guess you would say.
Mm-hmm.
But there was great. The big highlight of my life is when we sailed up the Great Lakes, and the Queen came aboard, and she stood face to face with me and just looked straight at me. That was quite a thrill.
Wow!
And she came aboard the ship to inspect the ship's company, and I happened to be standing there, and she come right up and checked me upside down and carried on to the next guy. So that was quite a thrill.
I guess. That was
probably
an honor.
Yeah. So was probably 19. Yeah, that was a real honor. So
what did you do when you got out?
One of the highlights. When I got out, I went into carpentry work. I went building houses and stuff like that, and which we were brought up doing. When we were kids, we were taught to cut wood and build things and do things on our own. But not like it is today. All on computers today. But
Right.
we didn't spend very much time indoors. I'll put it that way. It was there was 9 of us in our family. There was 6 girls and 3 boys, and I was the youngest boy. So and it was life was a little was good. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Not like it is today. I mean, today it's all social media and stuff like that. Back then, we walked to school a mile each way, and stuff. No school buses, no nothing like that. And it's all grades in one little schoolhouse, one room, and there was about 45 kids in that in different grades, one teacher. I don't think you'd ever get that today for sure, but
No,
it was good
no.
back then. One morning I do remember, especially going to school, that it was cold, really cold, and I froze my nose and my ears. And when I got to school, the teacher was there. Thank God she knew what to do. She took me right outside and put snow on them to thaw them out. Not like the hot, you wouldn't put anything hot on it. So she thawed me out, I might say. and
Wow.
But it didn't hurt me any. It just
Hmm.
carried on life. We're only kids. When you're kids, you're pretty tough. We were brought
That's
up pretty
right.
tough, actually.
Yes,
And
that's right.
but there was no, we didn't, when we got a cut, we didn't run to the doctor for a stitch. We stitched our own, we put our own bandages
That's
on it and
right.
what have you.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, it was not,
So
there's
were
no
you
tea bag
born?
on it.
Yeah. Were you
Pardon me?
born in Murphy's Cove? Are you from there
I
originally?
was born, yeah, right here, right in this house we're sitting in right now. And of course, I remodeled it a lot after mom passed away. And my father passed away very early at 64 years old, he was. And he was a cook in the lumber woods. And I worked in the lumber woods driving a horse and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
just before I joined the Navy, because I had enough of that. I was not going to drive a horse the rest of my life. So I joined the Navy. And after I got in the Navy, I went to work with a company building houses. And then I went on from there to create my own company, which is I still do a little bit today. Of that, the White Plank Flooring. It's a flooring company. I've done that for years and years now, and we're still doing it. To be honest with you, and but I don't advertise or anything like that. It's just customers coming back to me, and because I know I'm too young to retire and too old to know the difference. So,
You're like
so that's
me. You're like
basically where.
me. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Well, basically, that's the way it goes. But no, I'm too late. I'm going to keep her going till the wheels fall off anyway. So what the hell? And
Yes,
that's
I
the way I
agree with
feel.
you. Retirement, the
Yeah.
word wasn't even in my vocabulary.
No, I
People are
don't go.
always
I don't.
asking me now, aren't you, when are you going to retire? I said, why? Why would I do that? There's
I
no
get the
good
same
reason.
thing.
Do you?
Are you going to work all your life? Well, what else is there to do? Lay sit on the couch and
Right.
become a couch potato and die in a couple of
Yeah.
years, drink beer
Yeah.
and smoke
Yeah.
cigarettes
Yeah.
and die.
And then die
No, that's
early.
not my game.
No, me either.
Die
Me
young. Yeah.
either, Fraser. So,
Uh,
so now we've got to get into the music side of your life. Was music always a part of your life?
Music was in the family since I was old enough to listen to it. My father was a good singer. He used to sing all the old Jimmy Rogers songs. And he taught all 9 of us to step dance. We were step dancers too back then. Matter of fact, one of my brothers, he step danced in the Calgary Stampede at one point.
Oh, wow.
And and then oh yeah, and my mother, she played the motor organ. She sang also. And then the neighbors used to come in when we were, getting older. And that's before I joined the Navy. Then I joined the Navy. I kind of put it aside and didn't bother until I got back out of the Navy. Then we were going to have a family reunion. So
Fraser's just frozen for a moment. Coming to us from the East Coast this morning, Murphy's Cove, very close to my roots as well. My family, my mom's people came from the Eastern Shore, and we would go down there every chance we got to go down there. And it's right on the water. It's beautiful all the way down. If you've never been to Nova Scotia, you need to go. It's a trip that you'll never forget, that's for sure. And as Fraser is sharing this morning, you'll see the people that come from there are very nice people. Oh, he got bumped out, so he'll be back. But yeah, really fun to talk to Fraser, and we're just getting into the conversation about his music. Former veteran and entrepreneur, and soon to hear about his music. And I told him earlier this morning that he looked like he was from Alberta, which I think is kind of fun because this is Fun Friday today and what we're doing here today. So I'm just going to do a little break and wait for my guest today, Fraser Newcombe from Nova Scotia, Canada, who will be back to talk to us. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Dr. Laurie Davis, your host on the Today Show here from the Disability Channel. And today is Fun Friday, and we try to find somebody that can bring a few smiles to us and support us with having a great send-off for the weekend. And my guest today is Fraser Newcombe. He was here if you were watching, but he got bumped out, so he'll be back. He's on the East Coast in a rural area, so the internet might not be cooperating right now. And yeah, it's a real pleasure to meet him. And I probably ran into him more than once and didn't even know who it was. So yeah, it was great. It's great to meet him and talk to him. Let's see. Oh, I was doing some research on a former big radio and TV announcer and talk show host, and that's Larry King. And Larry King I was always a big fan of his show. And I did some research because, these people that have passed on, I was thinking, Larry King, Barbara Walters, Sue Johansson, Dr. Ruth, these, I don't know where Dr. Laura is right now, but all of these people who were on the air were people that I listened to. Oh, here he goes. Okay. Good morning.
Hello, Laurie, this is Fraser back again.
Yes. Do you want to just stay on the phone?
Well, the power went out, so I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay. So, well, I have you on speaker on my phone. So can you hear me okay? And we can hear you. Okay.
Yeah, let's go, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So we'll just stay on the phone. I have Fraser Newcombe on the phone, a little power outage. And these things happen. So Fraser, I was just bragging you up. And let's move into, you were talking about your dad teaching you all how to step dance, and your mom was musical, and music has been in your life all of your life, right?
Yeah, pretty much all my life. And, then like I said, when I joined the Navy, I sort of put it aside. And then when I got out of the Navy, I come back home, of course. And then we were going to have a family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally, we couldn't afford to get a big band in because there was a lot of people there. So we had my sister played the guitar and sang, and my other sister played banjo and sang, and my brother-in-law was a fiddle player, and my nephew was a drummer. So we got all together and we did a little bit of practicing. So we did the band for the family reunion.
Oh, wow.
And it turned out to be really good. Not blowing my own whistle or anything.
That's okay. You go right ahead.
But we had a great time. And after that, we continued on doing benefits for people around. Like if somebody's house was burned down or somebody died or so on and so forth. or we'd help families out. We had different legions and different clubs. We'd play around and raise money for the people that needed it.
Right. Wow.
And so we did that for quite a while. And then the band was hard. It was hard. Like some of them got married and they didn't want to do this and they didn't want to do that. So I couldn't keep it going any longer because I was spending more time trying to keep them together than I was doing anything else. So, so anyway, I said, okay, I'm going to go graduate on my own. So I did. So and then one day, I met the wife now, and she said, I'm going to give you she gave me a recording for a Christmas present.
Oh.
I said, I'm not good enough for that. I said, I can't do that. So yeah, she said, I already got it just all done. So she gave me the guy's name, blah, 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 and I was nervous. So anyway, so we did the recording, and it turned out quite well. And so here I am now at number 15.
Wow.
Yeah, so I did a lot. I write a lot of my own songs, and I do a lot of my own stuff, and I do shows on my own, and we've got a bunch of shows coming up. So then I got another band together, which most of them are with me yet today, and it's called Pick of the Crop. And some of them, but they don't want to travel, and so I got one bass player, so him and I traveled all down to the States and Somerset, Kentucky. We did a lot of stuff, and we did one in Branson, Missouri. There was a guy there called the Gummy Camp. It stands for Glad You Made It.
Oh.
His name is Tim Hadler, and he had a brother that was in the forces that got banged up pretty bad. So he decided he was going to. He does a lot of Hank Williams tributes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he got his own theater there in Branson. We played there. I forget the name of it offhand.
Right.
Anyway, but he has this big farm, and he gets pretty well to do to donate houses, small houses, and he puts them on the farm for these veterans that are disabled.
Oh.
And it's a great thing. That was one of the highlights of my trip, actually. And he took us up to the farm, and they have a big stage there. And I did some of my tribute songs to the veterans and medals of gold and stuff like that. I sing, and we spent the whole day there. And the veterans that were there, they also have those service dogs that go around from building to building.
Mm-hmm.
And visit the some of them, a lot of them are down on their luck, they're
Sure.
alcohol, drugs, what have you. So that was one of the highlights of my life. And but they want us back in Somerset, Kentucky. We did the Carnegie Hall there in Somerset, Kentucky.
Nice.
And we played a lot of places there, and we played Center Stage in Branson, Center Stage in Nashville. I did fan days in Nashville with Stonewall Jackson, Lulu Roma, Dickie Lee, and all them guys.
Right.
So that was quite an experience.
Wow. I guess.
But the great thing was the last year we went over to France, and I debuted my new song, my tribute to veterans, on the beaches on the Utah beach.
Oh.
Where beaches of Normandy.
Yes.
Had my picture taken with the mayor over there and all that stuff. And that was a real experience. That was. We played Scotland, Ireland, England, France. We played around quite a bit.
Wow.
And that was with big records and the tour there. They have what is it? I forget. The Mark and them have.
Oh yes.
The Rise Up TV.
Right.
So
right.
think of it for a minute.
Right.
And that was really something. And and the song went over quite well. They play it down here quite a bit now on radio.
Oh.
So my music career is taken off, but I don't do it for a living. I guess as you call it professional, because we did get paid for a few gigs.
Yes.
Stuff,
yes. Right.
So, And now I'm hoping to get in on the Invictus Games. I hope so, but I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. But they might include me. I don't know.
That would be great. That would be
Oh,
great.
that would be super. That would be another highlight in my life, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I always wanted to play the Grand Ole Opry, but I don't know. There was that's a pretty hard knock to get in on that. And you gotta really know somebody, I guess.
Yes.
Like I'm not sure how it works, but
Right.
it's quite. I think somebody's got to almost give up their spot to get you on there. So
Right.
and I don't think that's going to happen
Anytime soon, eh?
No, I don't think so. No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, no, all that's all good. And my sister still plays with me once in a while.
Okay.
And we do that. And now since I joined Big Records, like Mark Rossner, and now we're in with Jay, I guess they're going to get some. And then, of course, the Jet Set girls.
Yes.
Tara Kai and Jenny and the other one there, what's her name?
I don't know.
Eileen Bills.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm in with all of them. And
Right.
so there's a lot going on, that's
Yes.
day-to-day basis. And of course, with interviews like with you and other people, it's always great.
Yes. Help to get you out there. So what do you like to write about when you write a song? Not everybody that sings is a songwriter, and not every songwriter can sing. Just ask Willie Nelson about that. But what do you like to write about? What are your songs about?
Well, I write about whatever comes to my head, mostly past experiences.
Okay.
I wrote songs about the Maritimes.
Oh,
the
nice.
Maritime. Oh yes, and the Maritime musicians. I wrote songs about all the Maritime musicians like Rita McNeil and
Yes.
Stompin' Tom. And I do a tribute show to Stompin' Tom, and I do tribute shows to Boxcar Willie.
Mm-hmm.
So, matter of fact, we got 3 of them on the go right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to write, and I wrote about the forest, our forest, where they're cutting it down and wasting stuff. And then, I shoot from the hip, so I call it like it is, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I write a lot of songs. I don't write too many love songs. I have written them. I've written gospel songs, rock and roll songs,
Mm-hmm.
country songs. I said gospel songs. I wrote a couple of gospel songs.
Mm-hmm.
And patriotic songs. I wrote some of them. And,
beautiful.
So I mix it up.
Right. Right.
So, and whatever comes to my head, when the mood strikes me.
Yeah.
I wrote a song about Hank Snow on the Battery Radio.
Oh, really?
That's my theme song. My signature song, I guess you would call it. They played that. I've won some awards with that one. I was inducted into the Hall of Fame and North American Country Music Hall of Fame International.
Nice.
Last year down in NACME, and that's in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. I was down there a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was quite something. I've taken. And I try to help the up and coming artists and stuff like that. I've taken 15, 20 of them at a time down to Pigeon Forge, and some of them come back with awards.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and I've had, just before the COVID set in, I had a whole busload going.
Oh, gee.
And the day before the bus was about to leave, they shut down the borders, and we couldn't go.
Oh my God.
Oh, that was disappointing, I tell you. And
Yeah.
get them all back, getting the money all back to them and all that stuff. It was a nightmare.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But it happened, and we got over it. And now we're going to try it again. This year, I'm planning on taking 15 or 20 back down again in March.
Oh, fun.
Well, we're all. I got several signed up already, and I'm going to start next month and start signing the rest of them up. There's lots of interest in it. Lots of interest.
Oh, that's great.
But I can only take so many.
And it's okay for you and I to brag a little bit about all the beautiful and wonderful musicians who've come out of the Maritimes.
Yes. Well,
Right?
there's Anne Murray
Yes.
and Hank Snow, Anne Murray,
Mhm.
John Allen Cameron, Rita McNeil. The list goes on.
Yeah, the Rankins, Rankin
Rankin.
family.
Barry McNeil.
Yes, just tons. We're very musically inclined.
Stompin' Tom Connor's one of the best.
That's right.
So,
So what would it take for you to grab your guitar and sing us a song?
I could do that right now if you want me to.
Sure, let's do that.
Well,
You just pick a song, anyone, and we'd love to hear it. You just take your time. So our guest today, Fraser Newcombe from Murphy's Cove, Nova Scotia, retired Navy man, carpenter, entrepreneur, and now traveling musician, I'd say.
Yeah, you're close to it, I guess.
Right on.
So,
This
I don't know what to sing here. It caught me off guard.
Well, what about your signature song?
Okay, all right. I'll try this, Sissy. My mind goes back to the good old days when I first heard Hank Snow. On Saturday night, we gathered at that battery radio. The chills, they would run up my spine when he began to sing. And when it came to his guitar, he sure would pick that thing. He sang about where he was born, his Nova Scotia home. Songs of places where he's been, and one of moving on. I heard him sing on Miller's Cake and Sandy Morgan's Gin. And when it came to his guitar, he sure would pick that thing. Yes, Hank Snow was our hero, and he's done us all quite proud. He'd sing and pick that old guitar and please most any crowd. He played while he grew older, and he played for the Queen. And when it came to his guitar, he sure would pick that thing. I still recall those good old days when they came to take our boat. Some were four-wheel cars, but Hank would get the most. Announcements on the radio, Hank Snow had won again. And everybody's comments were, my God, that man could sing. Well, he's left us now, just saddened hearts, with his legend, called Hank Snow. But I still recall those good old days and that battery radio. He's gone now to the heavens above to help the angels sing. I hope he took his old guitar and the shore would pick that thing. Yes, I hope he took his old guitar, but the shore would pick that thing.
Oh, that's awesome. Especially those of us who knew Hank Snow. That's amazing.
So that's
And sorry for catching you off guard, but if that's what you can do off guard, I can't wait to see what you do when you practiced up.
well, that's when I'm in the studio. When I get the band behind me,
That's
Yeah.
much better, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, the guitar picker, he picks it out and all that stuff.
That's wonderful. Thank you
That's
for
just
doing
off,
that. Thank you so much for doing that.
that's just off the cuff. I don't know what it
Sure.
sounds like.
It sounded great. I couldn't keep still. I was jiggling around in my chair. Everybody can see me. Right on. Yeah.
There
So
you go.
that's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. No problem at all.
Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, I'd like to get out that way and do some shows out that way. It would be really, really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we could probably help to organize something like that.
Well, go for it. I'm game.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. We have a very nice Legion here in Drayton Valley, a nice big Legion with lots of space for entertainers and a nice stage. And
Oh, that's my dream. Yeah, get something going. I'll be there.
okay, because we have a lot of Maritimers who live out here,
Yeah, I know they'd be lovely. I know
and I'll just share this with you because there's another family here that I'm friends with, and when I first moved out here, I met this beautiful person. Her name is Phyllis Coops, and she was a school teacher here in town, but she was from Canso and had moved out here many years ago. So her whole family are musical. They do jam sessions, and they do. George would be somebody, her brother, that we could connect with to help get that together. But when she passed away a year and a half ago now, and her funeral. Mind you, she had it all arranged, and it was held at the Legion here in town. I went to the funeral at 1:00. I didn't get home, Fraser, till 10. She had ordered up a Nova Scotia kitchen party for her funeral.
Oh my God, isn't that fantastic?
Yes, so we had the service and everything, and then the family went down to the cemetery, and while they were gone, we all helped with the tables and everything, and they brought the food out. You know what they're like at home, egg salad sandwiches, dear.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And
you got to have the food down here. That's for sure.
and then her boys, her son and her brother, they put a group together and they played all evening, and we danced and drank and did all kinds of stuff. It was wonderful.
Good. Oh yeah. Well, you can't beat an old kitchen party.
No, that's right. But I'm thinking, if we had a kitchen party, we could sell tickets, and it's something that a friend of mine and I have discussed since Phyllis's funeral, that we should do that, and all the Maritimers who are living out here would be there.
Well, now you got a good excuse to go ahead and do it. You got another Maritime that'll join.
There we go. All right. Well, I'm going to make a note to call George on that. So Phyllis's brother, George Hart, he's very heavily into his music too. And he lives in Edmonton, but he goes home every summer to Canso. They have the old family home there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And but they're all musical, and yeah, that'd be great. We should book that.
Well, you can book it. You do the booking and get it going. I'll be there.
That's awesome.
All right. Just play my rate. All I ask for is my airfare.
Yep.
And lodging. That's good enough.
Oh, well, you can stay with me. You can stay with Ron and I. I have space for guests.
Well, there you go.
Yep. Yep. All looked after.
Okay.
That sounds great, Fraser. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, I tell you, that would be fantastic. And then we could do some more shows while I'm out there. Yeah, go for it.
Oh,
Get her
yeah.
going. Get her going. That's
all right. Okay.
We're getting old. We're gonna die.
Yeah. Well, this is it, and I don't know about you, but I'm always the oldest person in the room.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to comment on that one.
All right. Okay. I just turned 75. I don't have a problem talking about my age. I just turned 75 in July.
I'm 84, 83.
Poof, there you go.
And I'm still kicking.
Right on. And
still working and still doing. I don't take any pills. I don't wear glasses. I don't wear hearing aids. So,
wow. See?
So far I'm all right.
But you know why that is? It's all that salt air and all the salt fish.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. A good old down east living.
That's right. Yep. Yes. And I don't know about you, but my husband enjoys a little drink of black rum.
Oh,
And
no, I don't drink anymore. I used to drink one time, but I don't
Yeah.
drink anymore now.
yeah,
I
right.
give that. I got nothing against anyone that wants to drink. That's their.
Yeah,
My wife has. My
that's
wife
right.
has got a glass of wine, so.
That's right. Well, I don't take any medication either.
Well, good for you.
See?
Good for you.
And I've only had glasses not that long, really. But
Oh well.
yeah, I think as long I went to California last year. I have a nice following in California, and I went to last November. Went down to a wedding because a friend of mine down there just got married. She's 82.
Oh, well, good for you. Just got married, 82.
Yes,
That's
yes, I know. It was amazing, and she's amazing. So yeah, we've got lots of life in us yet, man.
Oh yeah, we're still kicking. Like we said, we'll keep her going till the wheels fall off anyway.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Oh my gosh. Well, that would be so much fun to do that. And
Yeah.
And I have the connections. We could make it happen. So
All right, you make it happen, and
and you'll be there. That's awesome.
I'll be there. Yes. I'll
Yeah.
Be there. So
Mhm.
we'll have lots of fun.
Yes, we will.
In the meantime, send me your mailing address, and I'll send you one of my CDs.
Okay, beautiful. I will certainly do that, Fraser. Thank you very much. And I'll start playing it. You see, like you could maybe you need to help me with a song for the show. You know, I'm going to be doing another show myself. Are you familiar with who Larry King is? You know,
Larry King.
yeah, the talk show host. The talk show host.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
he was one of my heroes. And so like I can't sing. I mean, don't give up my day job, but I could always talk. So I've been on the air. I've been on the air for 25 years.
Well, good. Yeah, you sound like you got lots of experience at it.
You know, radio, TV. But
I know you're not your first rodeo.
no, that's right. That's right. Not my first rodeo. That's right. So Larry King, so I admired those guys like Larry. You know how you said, Hank Snow, who your heroes were. Well, my heroes were Larry King and Barbara Walters and Dr. Sue Johansson and Dr. Ruth, the sex therapist, and Dr. Laura, all these people. So I want to do a tribute show in honor of Larry King.
Well, I'll tell you what.
What?
You send me what you got on Larry King.
Yes.
I'll go on the internet and look it up, see what I can find out.
Yeah.
And we'll put a song together.
Awesome. Oh, well, he and I have so much in common. You know, he was on the air for 25 years. I've been on the air 25 years. We both went through a really nasty court case back early in our careers. He's been married 7 times. I've been married 3 times. So you think maybe there's a connection?
I think there's a pretty good connection going on here.
Larry and Laurie. Okay, Larry and Laurie.
Look, put some words together in yourself.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh my gosh.
I'll check things out, and I'll tell you, I can make a song of this.
Oh, gee, that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing.
So
back to you. Back to you. Enough about me now. We're not here.
No, I don't mind talking about you. Talk more about you. Tell me more. Married 3 times. How many kids do you have?
I never had any children. Fraser, I couldn't have any, but I love kids.
Well, you know something?
What?
You and I got that in common.
Okay.
I never had any kids.
Okay.
I don't know if I couldn't have any or what, but I was scared to just throw a rock in the schoolyard.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is an adult show. It wasn't for a lack of trying.
No, I know. I had fun trying.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But I couldn't hit the target, I guess.
That's all right. But I taught school for 15 years in Nova Scotia. I was a school teacher. And then I retired in 1984 to do my own thing. So I've been on my own for 40 years, self-employed.
Well, nothing wrong with that. I've been on my own for quite a number of years, self-employed also.
Yeah, right.
I had a couple of companies. I sold them and stuff like that.
Yeah, no life like that for sure.
Yeah.
So let's see now. What else do I want to know about Fraser? Let's see. Now, who's in your, tell me a little bit about your band again. I think
Well, I have a band. Yeah. Well, one guy is Jim Francis. He's from Newfoundland originally,
Mhm.
and he's been in the service for 30 years. And he was head of the Stadacona band. And he can play any instrument that you put in his hands. He can write music. He can sings. He does everything.
Wow.
And he records all of my CDs. He recorded every CD I have, and him and I have been friends and played together all over the place. But he doesn't want to travel anymore.
Yeah.
And, he won't travel out of Nova Scotia. But him and I just finished a gig to Hank Snow down at the Hank Snow Center, and just last week. And we got another one coming up this Sunday. We got the big one this Sunday at the Hank Snow Center.
Okay.
In Liverpool, where Hank was born.
Yes.
And that people from all over the states and everywhere else come down to that one. There's 4,000 or 5,000 people there.
Oh wow.
And it's in the big they built a big Ameri Center down there in Liverpool. Mike, it's beautiful. It's air conditioned. When we go down there, all the musicians got our own room and everything.
Wow.
It's beautiful. And they have a backup band when you walk out on stage, and it's just amazing. It's beautiful. So that's him and I do that, and he still plays with me. He plays in a couple of other bands. He's in demand. He plays the saxophone mostly. That's his biggest instrument, and bass. Saxophone and bass. He loves to play the bass.
Oh.
And the other guy, he's from Truro, Andy Crossan. He plays lead guitar, and he's also a singer. And he wrote a couple of songs. He was the one that traveled with me down in Kentucky and all down in Branson and Nashville. We did all kinds of stuff together, him and I, 2 or 3 trips down that way.
Mm-hmm.
And we visited each state. And the other one is Bobby Chipman. He's a lead guitar player. He is fantastic. He's probably the best in Nova Scotia.
Mm-hmm.
One of the better ones. And my sister, she comes with us sometimes. She plays and sings.
Mm-hmm.
She's a good little singer.
Cool.
So that's basically, again, the drummer, of course. We have a drummer with Paul Fitzpatrick. He's kind of crippled up a little bit, but he plays good drums.
Mm-hmm.
He's been playing with me quite a while now.
Mm-hmm. So
that's our band pretty much. And I switched a couple of people here and there because they had to go somewhere else and do something else, and they didn't want to do this. Yeah, you know what it's like.
Oh yes, I do. I know I'm very familiar with that for sure.
Yeah. They don't want to do this and they don't want to do that and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I got one famous thing I forgot to mention.
Oh. What?
I have a guitar, a lobster guitar, shaped like a lobster. If you go on my Facebook page, you'll see it.
Seriously.
Seriously. I'll tell you the story about that.
Yes.
A few years ago, I come up with this idea. I want a lobster guitar. So I wrote a song about a lobster fisherman and all that stuff. And so I could not find anybody anywhere. I searched the internet. I called every guitar maker in the world, I think. Nobody would make me one. So we were doing a television show in New Brunswick. And the guy up there, he's kind of a jokester, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And he is a jokester, he died now. And so we were doing the television show. I told him, I said, and he had a guitar made by this Luther that's in New Brunswick. The guy is 82 years old then. So he said, go down and see him. He said, he'll make you one. So we went down, me and my bass player stopped in. We seen the guy. I told him what I wanted. He had a guitar store there. Excuse me. And he said, yeah, guitar's here. He said, pick up whatever you want. No. I said, I want one different. I want you to make me one. So he looked at me, and he knew I'd been up to New Brunswick with this Bill Mullins, this jokester, and him and the jokester were good friends. So he thought the jokester sent me down there for the to get this guitar made. So I told him I want one made like a lobster. So he looked at me, and I said, okay. He said, tell me what you want. I said, no. I said, you're the guitar maker. I said, I just want it shaped like a lobster. You go ahead and make it. I said, let me know how much it's going to cost me. So he the next time up there, we went up, we stopped back in again to see him. He looked at me, he said, "You are serious, aren't you?" He said, "I thought that jokester up there in Miramichi, he said, sent you here," he says, "just for a joke."
Oh,
I said, "No, it's no joke. I want one."
oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Okay, he said, "I'll make you one." So I said, "Well," I said, "let me know when you got it made and I'll come pick it up."
Oh
So it
my.
just happened a couple of months later. We were doing a show in Hillsborough, New Brunswick. So we went to the show, and he said, "Yeah, I'll bring the guitar to the show for you." I said, "Okay." I hadn't seen it up to this point. So he brings the guitar into the show. I said, "Oh, good. I'll put it in the car." I said, "How much do I owe one for you?" He said, $3,000 to God be then.
Whoa.
So he said, "No," he said, "you're not getting it." He said, "Until you play it on stage here tonight at the show."
Oh my God.
I said, "I can't play it. I said, "I haven't put it in my hand yet." I said, "I don't know how it plays." I said, "I don't know nothing about it." Well, he said, "If you're not going to play it, you're not going to get it."
Oh my goodness. Oh.
I said, "Okay." I said, "I'll do it." I said, "I don't know what it's going to sound like." I said, "I don't know what the people are going to say." So anyway, we played a few of the songs with it, and I put it away, of course. And then after the show, I stood in the lineup for about 2 hours. People taking pictures of me and that stupid guitar. So I played him in that way, and that became a big showpiece after that. I had it down the States with me, down in
Wow.
down the state, down in Kentucky and around, and they were called it a crawfish down there.
Crawfish, yes. So yeah, that's a cute story, Fraser. So listen, our time is almost up. So I just want to take a minute or two. If people want to contact you, what's the best way for people to contact you?
Well, they can get me through Big Records if they want to, or Jay,
Okay.
if they want to, or they can email me at Fraser@beltalliance.net.
Okay, I'm going to put that up on the screen right now so people will see that running by the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, okay.
So if you want to reach out to Fraser, this would be the best way. Just send him an email, and that'll be great.
Okay. And I can send, if you want a CD, I can send you a CD or whatever.
Right, you bet. Okay, well, that's terrific. Well, Fraser, I just want to thank you so very much, and thank you for coming on the phone. That was quick thinking, and we were able to do the show this way. So I will be happy to send you a copy of the show if you like.
Yes, if you would please. Yeah, that would be great.
I'll email that to you. I'm just going to make a note here because sometimes if I don't write things down, I forget them.
I know the feeling.
Right? Okay.
And don't forget to send me your address so I can send you a CD or two.
Yeah, thank you so very much. And we'll be in touch. My guest today, Fraser Newcombe from Murphy's Cove, Nova Scotia. A real pleasure to talk to you, Fraser, today. And thank you so much.
And it's been an honor to talk to you.
All right.
We'll talk later.
You bet. Okay. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's our show for today, and a little bit of technical challenges, power outage in Nova Scotia. So hope they're not having a big storm down there. A good fun Friday, right? Oh my goodness sakes, Fraser Newcombe. I'll be in touch with him, that's for sure. And so I hope you enjoyed the show, and we'll be back on Monday with our Monday is self-care, self-improvement, empowerment. Tuesday is finance with Dr. Ramin Modiri. Wednesday, wellness. Thursday, special community. And Friday is our fun day. So everybody have a terrific weekend, and thank you for listening. And I'm hoping that that all turned out really well. All right. So just going to say bye for now to you, and we'll talk on Monday.